8 differences between a Moroccan lifestyle and an American lifestyle, as told by Elizabeth M. At this point, I've been living in Morocco for about 3 months, and I've noticed so many similarities. But I've also noticed differences, some good, some bad. So, here it goes. Moroccan families are traditionally very close-knit, and they do everything together. They know a lot about each family member because they share everything, and they also know a lot about their neighbors and co-workers. I've heard my fair share of gossip in the short time I've been here. This kind of gossip isn't out of malice, but simply out of curiosity. Women will talk for hours and hours about their kids and their friends and their friends of friends. I noticed pretty quickly that Moroccans tend to only be worried about today. They only need enough money for today, enough food for today, and enough water for today. When I was in Marrakesh, 2 of the other teachers bought a handmade lamp from a man in the souks, and then we continued walking into the souk. On our way out, 20 minutes later, we noticed that he had already closed up shop, as he had made the money he needed to for the day. It was as simple as that. They tend to be grazers in that they'd rather eat a few small meals than regularly sized meals. But when food is available to eat, a true Moroccan would encourage you to eat until you're stuffed. Meal portions are often a little smaller than what I was used to having in the US. If you put a 36-inch dish heaping full of steaming couscous in front of 10 Moroccans, it will be gone. There is little to no regard for the environment as far as littering goes. As a Moroccan, it would be perfectly normal to be walking on the sidewalk and throw an empty Coca-Cola bottle down and keep on walking. This notion is evolving and behavior is changing, but there is always more that can be done. In comparison to the US, it's basically non-existent. From a restaurant to a shop to a store, no matter what you say, you, the customer, are always wrong. Try to get used to it as quickly as you can. There is no rush on anything, unless it is a special occasion. Everything is done last minute. I've heard of families that ask for wedding proposal the same day as the wedding. Forward-thinking planning is rare, and Moroccans operate on the assumption that everything will work out later. It's always super frustrating as an American, but I'm learning to work with it. You might be wondering why I am talking about McDonald's, but I've learned that McDonald's is the place to be. It is generally an indicator of social status, and students will brag about how often they go to McDonald's. Prices are very similar to the US dollar, which makes it relatively expensive and thus the cool place to be. For example, a Big Mac meal is about 70 dirhams, which translates to be about $7.5. But I can go to a local sandwich shop and get a sandwich, fries, and a drink for 20 dirhams only, which translates to about $2.14. I am sure I'll learn more in the coming months, but this is what I've seen so far.